Ladies and gentlemen, and future entrepreneurs, I am absolutely, I'm sorry, let me silence my phone before it buzzes. I am absolutely thrilled to introduce to you guys a remarkable woman whose journey embodies the very spirit of tenacity, courage, and unwavering dedication. The one each, Renelda Victor, our shining two-star director from the enchanting city of New Orleans, Louisiana, right? So, Renelda isn't just a name, folks. No, ma'am, and no, sir. She's a trailblazer, a testament to the incredible heights one can reach with determination and a heart full of ambition. Leading a team of nearly 500 agents, she stands as a beacon of inspiration, not just for her team, but for every individual such as myself who are aspiring to dream and build their business, right? But Renelda's story is more than just a professional success, ladies and gentlemen. She is a full-time mom, juggling the demands of motherhood while blazing the trails in the business world. Her remarkable journey began over 5 years ago, transitioning from the confines of the oil and gas industry to the boundless possibilities of entrepreneurship. Renelda isn't just the first female director in the New Orleans region. She's an all-around powerhouse, for real, for real. If you didn't know, now you know. She's proven that gender is never a barrier to her success. In a world where challenges can often seem insurmountable, Renelda stands tall as a living testament to the power of resilience. Her decision to work this business full-time, ladies and gentlemen, despite the hurdles, showcases her unwavering belief in the potential of this travel business, right? Today, she's not just a businesswoman. No, 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 no. She's a symbol of empowerment, a role model for every woman who dares to dream and pursue her passions. In this interview, you will have the privilege to hear Renelda's story firsthand. Her words will echo with the wisdom of experience, empower you to overcome your obstacles, and remind you that every dream is within reach, right? Regardless of where you start, right? So, without further ado, I invite you to immerse yourself in the wisdom and inspiration of two-star director Renelda Victor. Hey, girl.
Hey, Deneen.
How are you?
I am wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I was looking around like, wait, she talking about me? Yeah, I gotta give it back to this phenomenal trailblazer herself, Miss Deneen, our rising star goal builder, soon to be a director herself, right? Who is also a mom, right? Who's also paving the way for so many that's coming behind her. So listen, Deneen, thank you for having me on today. I am ready to. Listen, let's get it going.
Okay, let's just jump into the first question. So my first question for you, Director Victor, is can you tell us a bit about your background? Like what inspired you to become a travel business coach, a travel business owner?
So what inspired me was like you said, I'm a former oil and gas contract worker. So when I say former, I was looking for this opportunity while I was actually in the oil and gas industry. Being that I was a contract worker, layoffs would come, but we never knew how long our layoffs would be. Mm-hmm. Some layoffs will be 2 days, some layoffs will be 2 weeks, some layoffs will be 2 months. Oh, but wow. Guess what? My bills didn't get laid off when I got laid off, right? So I was looking for just some more income to come in to hold me over while I was on the layoff. So what I did was I was like, and I wanted to travel more. I was working 7/12s, 7 days a week, 12 hours a day. Oh, so I was like, God. I knew I could not have no product that I had to go to the post office and ship. Mm-hmm. Right. I couldn't have nothing where I needed to be online saying, rub this on your belly and it gonna shrink, or drink this, it's gonna shrink, because I still would have to ship something. So I needed a product that would work with my schedule and around my schedule. Mm-hmm. And I was like, we had just came back as a family from a trip to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. So I was like, I planned everything. So I came across a post, get paid for booking travel. I was like, get paid? Mm-hmm. Let me inquire. So I slid in her inbox and I asked about it. See, I was like, okay, so it only made sense for me to start my own travel business because I was already doing the work when I was on my layoffs and
Right.
on some people job, but most of on my layoffs. Right. So got started. I put it on Facebook, Deneen, and a young lady said, "Hey, Renelda, I need to be on this cruise that's leaving out at the end of May. Carnival say they sold out." I said, well, if Carnival sold out, you can't get on the cruise.
Right.
So I called Carnival up. Lo and behold, our host agency had some inventory that we had not sold out of.
That's important.
And that one person turned into over 18 people on the cruise. All balcony and suite rooms because that's all they had left. But guess what? I had a comma check as my first commission check.
Look at
So I
God.
was like, wait a minute. I took a pay cut. I went from 7/12s to 5/10s. I was home with my girl every weekend because I'm a mom first and time raises kids, not just money.
Right.
So
Right.
and we started traveling. Somebody slid in my inbox asking me how I was able to do what I was doing. And when I got paid the following week from that lady signing up, that's when the light bulb went off to become a travel business coach and start coaching others how they could generate income from what they were already doing inside of their household to pay bills that they already have.
Right. Y'all, that was a whole lot of information. First of all, she said she slid into somebody's inbox, right? So when folks say, oh, I don't know how I'm going to market it, you don't have to sell travel. It sells itself, right? And so that was really important. And so let's jump into the second question I have for you. It is, what are the common challenges faced by travelpreneurs and how do you help them overcome those challenges, the travelpreneurs specifically on your team?
So, see, I had told you the other day that question was that one. So I thought you would have put it as number 5 and not number 2. But no, so some of the challenges is being that we literally have access to the world, right? And some of them get overwhelmed because we have so much access. So, and dealing with multiple personalities as well, right? Because when some people get overwhelmed, they shut down.
Right.
When some people get overwhelmed, they quit.
Or cry, or yeah.
Right. So when they cry, I always let them know when they call me with the cries, you got 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes.
You sure you weren't in the military?
I was about to go, but I didn't go. But I give them 2 minutes and then I say, now what? But what I always do is have them go back to the reason they initially started their travel business. What was the reason they got started? And then I take them deeper than the surface level. Because a lot of people, when they identify their why, they stay right there at that surface level and they remain comfortable. Right. So it's easy for you to give up. It's easy for you to quit. And I always, always, always remind them, when that job got tough, you never quit and you built somebody else's legacy. Now it's time for you to continue to build your own, because I worked jobs where it was hard, right? But I still went. It was hard for me to get up 7 days a week, 12 hours, and go work 12 hours.
I can imagine, right?
It was hard getting my daughter up at 4 o'clock to go to my aunt's house and driving an hour to work, an hour and a half home in traffic every single day. So if I did it for right. So if I did it for them, I know I could do it for me. Right. So when I got laid off 7 months into this business, I decided to put all of my hours into myself. So I always simplify it for my team, simplify it for the new agents. You don't have to register with all of the suppliers, right? Because they want to register.
If you're an agent right now, please listen to that. You do not have to register for every single thing you see. You don't. It's not necessary.
Please don't.
Yes.
Please don't.
Yeah.
Simply because I tell them all the time, stay neutral. Go with suppliers that give you access to everything, right? And that's suppliers that you were already booking on before you became a travel agent.
One you're already familiar with.
Right. So now you're just in front of those transactions and redirecting a check. So once they have that aha moment, they trailblaze. Nice. I have individuals that got over $200,000 in bookings this year alone.
Amazing. Amazing. That's
So
when we say that your job income is limited, but your business income is not.
it's
Right?
unlimited.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And so, okay, let's talk about social media, right? You and I both use social media to market our business. What advice would you give to either new agents or aspiring agents with leveraging social media?
Oh my God. So social media, people think about it like this, Deneen. You already posting on social media before you get into business, right? And even when you travel, you already taking pictures, showing your room, showing your view from your room, showing your outfits you brought for the trip.
38 days in a wake up. You're already doing all that stuff.
Right. So why not do it for your business?
Right.
What I was failing to understand was when people start a business, why they get scared to do what they were already doing. Social media is free.
It's free.
Y'all, free. Type free in the chat right now.
Free.
Right? It's free. You have free advertisement. You don't have to go and pay for radio ads. You don't have to go pay for television commercials. You have a free billboard to advertise your business daily. So why not use it to generate income?
Right. Right. It's there for you. Advertising is expensive, and this is a free way of getting it. And there's millions of people here on the internet, right? So why would you not use that?
Exactly. And that's the crazy part. Like, you have it at your disposal. You was already posting about your life on here. Just continue. Now you have a business and it could generate you income.
Facts. Thank you for that. And then let's see what other question I would like to ask you. Oh, what do you find most rewarding about helping travel entrepreneurs? Right? You had agents that you just said earned $200,000 in commission. What do you find most rewarding about being able to put people in those positions?
So being that I have a passion for helping individuals, I identified my passion when I was in sales.
Okay.
And they always stuck me with the old people because I had the most patience. Going from flip phones to iPhones. So that's tell you when I was in sales, y'all. So just being able to help somebody, that speaks a whole lot. That really, truly melts my heart, simply because you never know what somebody going through and you never know what somebody need. So just being able to have this business in the forefront, and just when they get their commission checks, sharing testimonies like I was able to pay my car note, my light bill, and have some spending money on my cruise from one check. Or I was able to take care of all my bills for the month with one check. Or just being able to say I'm in position to quit my job and work my business full time. Or just being able to hear testimonies like, I have a high functioning artistic child. Now I'm able to bring my child to and from school without having to, and doctor's appointments, right? Without having to worry about taking off. Or I have an autoimmune disease. And now when I'm tired, I need to go to my doctor's appointments. I don't have to worry about a boss telling me no or writing me up upon my return. Because of this business, this vehicle, the vision of our founder, he made it all possible. So just marrying his vision and being able to be in position, this is what I thrive off of. This is what makes me get up and go hard every single day, because $500 extra in somebody's household can feed their family, can save them from bankruptcy, can save them from foreclosures, can just put Christmas presents under the Christmas tree this year that they did not have, or they didn't even know how they was going to make a way, could put gas in the car. I could keep going on and on, but we have residual bills, yet we so afraid to make residual income, but yet we so honored to show up for somebody that is making residual income and paying us less of what we worked.
Y'all, so when I told y'all she was a powerhouse, y'all thought I was joking, didn't you? Like, I wasn't joking. All those things I said about Renelda in the beginning is actual and factual, right? And this just shows you when you join business with us, you have access to Director Victor and all of her knowledge and all of her expertise, right? And so this question I'm gonna ask you, Renelda, is so we know that we have one business with two separate opportunities inside of that, right?
Right.
And it's the one side is the ITA side or IT opportunity, and the other opportunity is the affiliate marketing rep opportunity, right? And in order to do what you do, you had to have taken both opportunities. It's like an all-inclusive package, right? You took both opportunities. Why did you choose to do that? Why is it important? When we tell people we don't recommend you just do ITA, why did you choose to do both, and why is it important to do both?
So when I initially got started, I did both timing and positioning because I had chatted with my sponsor for several months before I joined, and I just paid the one-time fee and got it over with. Then I focused on just the travel, right? But travel, I had to wait on that check. So when a young lady joined me and I got paid the next week, I was like, wait a minute. I could make weekly income. I had not even
Something you
known
do one
about the
time.
for something I did one time, and then the residual income. Deneen, let's talk about it off of something I did one time. I shared this opportunity with somebody one time. They signed up, and guess what? I still get paid today from it. So that side just lit me up because we have residual bills. Let's talk about them. A lot of people don't want to really truly
If you
say,
got a light bill, that's residual bill. If you got a car note, that's residual bill. You got a credit card payment, those are residual bills. If you got those residual bills, what she's saying is you should have residual income. It's real.
right. A lot of people feel a residual income is them going out there and getting another job. No, two jobs is for two people.
People.
You
Not
know,
only that, Director Victor, the tax code is not made for people that work a job, right? So even if you get 2, 3, 4 jobs at a time, it may look good on the front end, but on the back end, the tax man cometh, and he cometh for
right.
your money.
You
Right?
coming for your money. And see, and I'm so glad you brought that up because a lot of people also, oh, I don't want to invest. Really not understanding that they are investing their time. They got to go out there and buy clothes. They
Yep.
putting miles on their car. They putting gas in their tank. They taking time away from their kids,
They gotta
right?
feed
So you
themselves while
making
they out.
right, you got a lunch, dinner. You invest in a whole lot into someone else when you can't invest into yourself and earn unlimited income. With a job, you making limited income. I knew how much my checks was gonna be when I worked 40 hours, when I worked 60, when I worked
Yep.
84. I knew exactly how much I was bringing home. It was to the point my ex-husband knew how much I was bringing home, and he petitioned the court to stop paying me alimony. Okay, so he was like, "She
The
make
whole
too
another
much
tea
money."
time, folks.
Right. So just think, okay, if I got the opportunity to make unlimited income, why am I so stuck with limited income?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What
I'm
you
sorry.
apologize for? No, no, that's
I just hurt some feelings just now.
listen, if their feelings is hurt, sometimes you need, so when you take medicine, it don't always taste good, right?
It
It
sure does.
burns. It burns. It don't taste, it's not well, but it makes you feel better. So if this hurts your feelings, you needed that, right?
And then, they really did because a lot of people are afraid of, no, a lot of people feelings have been pacified for so long.
Mm-hmm.
So they needed that. And that probably did just help somebody,
Yep.
and the ones that was hurt, they're gonna come back to it a little later.
And that's okay. Here's the thing is, this is the whole reason why we're doing this. I want you guys to understand that we know life. We know that, right? We know this stuff happened. My mom in the hospital right now getting a transfusion. Stuff happens, but you don't stop what you're doing just because stuff happens, right? If
Mm-mm.
God woke you up today, that's another indication that you got something else to do, right? So it's the 1st of November. People are like, oh, well, it's the end of the month, or this is the last end of the year. I mean, right? And so I'm just
Yeah.
gonna chill out until the first of the year. Why would you do that? because you still
Right.
have residual bills coming.
And let me tell you something about the end of the year. You get a lot of job cuts.
Tis the season to be cutting back.
Yes, you
That's a
get a
whole
lot of
live. I
job
might go
cuts.
live about that. So that's a
It's
whole live, right?
right. And you got to
It's the
really put it
season.
on their mind because retail, I worked in retail, although they're preparing for Black Friday, but they're also preparing for the end of the year because guess what? They know the fourth quarter got to end and they can't roll over into the new year above their budget. So they will do those budget cuts.
Mhm.
That's the things that people don't see on the back end. I worked in human resources, so I'm just letting y'all know.
Yeah. So I mean, if you are already ready, you don't have to get ready. And this is an opportunity that can get you ready, right? And so
Right.
Director Victor, I'm gonna close out with this last question. We know that you're a two-star director, right? We know you've been blazing the trail for over 5 years. We know you got a team of 500 at least, right? Almost 500. But what are your future goals as a travel business coach, and how do you plan on achieving those?
So my near future goals is to definitely top 500, right?
Mm.
Um, I will hit that 500. I'm gonna probably say
Before the
by
end
the
of the
end of this
year.
month. By the end of this month.
This month, excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. I don't have Director Victor's yet. By the end of this month, she
She
gonna
got it. It's just down there. She just scared to
gotta
pull
pull
it
it
out.
up.
So definitely, I watch a lot of movies from back in the day, and
Mhm.
our ancestors fought so hard, right? So we still got some people that we need to free. So
Right.
I'm on a freedom mission to go out here and free some more families from poverty,
That's
free
nice.
some more families from robbing Peter to pay Paul because they
Mhm.
never able to pay Peter back. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't hear Peter getting paid back. They just
Right.
want Peter to pay Paul, right? So my future is to definitely go out there and find those families that's ready to thrive, strive, and build, that's ready to cross the poverty line and no longer struggle for their children, that's
Mhm.
ready to leave generational wealth instead of generational curses, right?
Mm.
And also to retire my mom. That is my future goal, is to retire my mom. Although she's stubborn, but she'll come out if I'm paying their bill.
Right.
So she'll come home, and she getting older, and it's time for me to take care of them. And
Right. She
also,
deserves it.
right, my dad is home, and he motivates me to continue to go because the true saying, and I'm gonna close with this,
Okay.
the true saying is we are conditioned to go to school, get a good job, work 40 hours a week for 40 years of our life to retire off of less than 40% of the income.
Yep.
I'm a living witness that my dad is one of those people he retired off of less than 40% of the income. So
Mhm.
that's why you see so many door greeters,
Yes.
elderly
It's
people.
what I call the 40-40-40 crew. Yes.
Right. And I don't want that for my family.
Mhm.
So, and I will not have that for my mom or my dad. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what, my mom can't come home because my dad income is less than, right?
Uh-huh.
So we're going to continue to live the life that we desire to live, that we dream to live.
That you deserve.
Right, that you deserve. And people have to tell themselves, Deneen, that I deserve my dream life.
Mhm.
My daughter will not get it out the mud. Getting it out the mud stopped with me.
Right.
That's
Ooh,
the future.
come on now, Director Victor. Come on now. Listen, I do 100% appreciate you. I take nothing and no one for granted, right? So I know that you're very busy. You on your 3-star run. So the fact that you took time out of your day to talk to me, I honor you for that. So I really do appreciate y'all. Once again, her name was Renelda Victor. She's a 2-star director. And so that's it. That's all I want to say. Like, you have any closing remarks?
So my closing remarks, and I'm always say this is my favorite one. Take the leap of faith. God will never leave you. He will never lead you and leave you. He will guide you to the top. Believe in yourself and get ready to soar with the eagles.
Nice. Thank you so much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for viewing this video.